Nellie, just first off, your reaction to Simone's performance today.
The reaction was first unbelievable. I mean, I was so proud. I'm so proud of her. And it's just hard to put in words just how I feel, just because I know how long this journey has been. And then here we are at the end of this journey, and there's all these obstacles that we had to deal with. We, meaning mainly her, but as parents, you're still dealing with that also along with with your children. So it was difficult. It definitely was difficult.
Well, you had told me before the Olympics started that even though you weren't going to be able there to be there for a major competition for the first time in your lives,
Yes.
that you would be FaceTiming, you would be in contact with her. So, did you speak with her before she went on the floor tonight?
Yes, we had made arrangements since we were not going to be there that she needed to FaceTime us while she was waiting in the tunnel because we have a live feed from NBC. So I know when these girls are standing in a tunnel waiting. And so she did that. And I had a family and friends in the living room. Waiting for the competition to start. So we screamed and cheered, and so we did our thing before she went out to the competition floor. It was great.
Oh, and then what was that conversation like after the competition when you got a chance to speak with Simone?
Well, it was more screaming because what she did after she was through with her routine after the medal ceremony and she had her medal, she FaceTimed us once again and we screamed and we cheered. We told her how proud we were of her, of her. And it was good. It was a good feeling. And it's not, I mean, oh my gosh, all of us just felt so good, so good for her.
What she accomplished in Rio was amazing. It was fantastic. You were so proud of her at that point. Can you compare how proud the sense of pride you have now, even though she didn't have multiple gold medals this year, just the sense of pride that you have in what she has overcome to even compete in this final event?
This Olympics is, you just cannot compare that to 2016 because I mean so many things have transpired. We went through a pandemic, we went through quite a bit. I mean, as not just a country, but as the entire world experienced a lot of changes, to where it led to all the athletes being there by themselves and not having that support system that you rely on throughout this entire process. And it is still, though, even though we were not there, is trying to reassure her to believe in the process. I mean, there's a reason why you're here, and there are things that you're supposed to do and continue to do until it's time for you to compete. Even though we're going through this process, for whatever reason, she then started have some disconnect with her brain and her body. Now, those things, I don't, in time, because she's had it before. So this was not the first time. So she's had the twisties, as they call it, before, but then in time it goes away. But this was not the time for twisties. But I mean, life happens, and it is how we as or how me as a parent and my husband, how we are still there, and how the village is still there, the family is still there to support her through this. And it 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 was hard for her because I could see the pain that she was going through. I could see the frustration, and there were pretty much no answers. I know she was seeing the physicians, she was seeing psychologists there because we spoke to them during this time. But in terms of answers, there was none because that spinning and that connect needed to happen, and that was not happening. I mean, even now she's still having, problems with the, with where her body and brain are just not connecting. But I really applaud the coaches that she's with, because they were the best substitutes for us, as as parents, because we were not there. And they understand her. They've been with her for 5 years. I mean, this is a long process to get to this end. And so they know Simone well, and I know that they were there, and they really contribute to her competing early this morning. And that's simply because they modified the routine to where her dismount did not have any twists or turns in it. So it was very, very simple, something she could handle. They practiced it for a number of days. So the between them, meaning the coaches, the physicians, they all felt, and Simone, they all felt that it was safe. And Matt, it didn't matter. It did not matter whether Simone medaled or not. That was not it. What mattered to us most, and I'm sure to my daughter also, was the fact that she had a chance to go out and to compete and to do something that she's been training. I mean, all these years for. She knew that the floor and the vault, I mean, and also the bars, all those were impossible just because of dismounts, just because of flipping. So those routines were not something she could ever think about doing, and especially for her safety. Those were things that we had ruled out completely. So one thing that she thought that she perhaps could manage was the beam. And I'm glad that they modified it enough for her to go out there. Didn't matter whether she medaled or not. But you know what? I mean, that bronze was icing on the cake.
Oh, it certainly was. Now it's a little early to ask, but I'm guessing the competitor in her, she's going to be thinking about competing in 3 years because the next Olympic Games are coming up in a hurry. Is that
It
possible?
is coming up in a hurry. That's something we have not discussed, to be honest with you, because we just need to let this process play out. And then for her to do things that are not gymnastics for a while, and then see if that urge comes to her. It's totally left up to her as to what she wants to do.
Well, I know along the way you've shed some tears, uh, but this had to be tears of joy today, Nellie, you and
It
Ron
was,
and
yes.
everyone watching back here.
It definitely, I mean, definitely, tears of joy. And because we know just what that struggle was like. And she actually got that chance to go out there. I mean, what a way to end. What a way to end this journey. I mean, she actually had a chance to go out there. I mean, she not that she did not enjoy the events, because she was there cheering and motivating her teammates. And that's Simone. Simone cares about everyone that she associates with. So she was genuinely having fun and doing this also, or helping her teammates along. But I know just to get that opportunity, she actually got that in the end. And I mean, could not ask for any more, Matt. Could not.
How about Jordan?
Oh my gosh, Jordan did a phenomenal job. So I would never take anything away from Jordan. She did a great job. Jordan has been with us 2 years in the gym. And in these 2 years, I saw this huge transformation in Jordan, to where she came and doubting herself, to where she was so confident and really wanted to do more for herself, and to get the opportunity to actually have that opportunity to go to the Olympics was, I mean, more than I could have, I could even imagine. And I'm sure Jordan and her family felt the same way. So, I mean, when we had our watch parties, I mean, that was for, to have, to celebrate Jordan, to celebrate Simone. And it's the best feeling. And that we actually had two of our athletes from World Champion Center represent. at the Olympics. Cannot ask for any more. Awesome. And I'm not going to ever get off this phone by saying we have the best coaches in the whole wide world, Matt. They're awesome people.
You know, I know people were saying, what's Simone Biles doing? They're just sitting there. What she does, that's not Simone Biles. If she's there in the gym, she's cheer. I know I've seen her in the gym work with little ones, with all types of ages. She loves being a teammate, doesn't she?
She does, and she cares about people. I mean, this is the Simone that I know, because from the time we received Simone when she was just a child, Simone had that nurturing um, um,
Instinct.
attitude and
Oh,
and instinct, and I saw that the way she took care of her sister. I mean, I had to eventually get Simone to understand that I could take over that role if you let me, because that is just Simone. She was such a mother hen to her sister, and I see that happening. I mean, it's played out in different scenarios throughout the years, and to see that happening at the Olympics, I mean, that's the Simone that I know. That's the Simone I know.